Collin, how would you assess your round today?
Pretty solid. You know, kept it in the fairway, was hitting some good iron shots, made a few putts, which was nice to see. But I think it was just a continuation of last week. You know, I started to see some things, just normal shots, left to right shots, and it's nice to kind of know where the golf ball's going sometimes.
Conventional putting grip feel pretty good, you know, going full time with it now?
Yeah, I mean, it does right now, and, you know, for me, it's just whatever you feel most comfortable with, right? And the week before Memphis, I was kind of toying around with some putters and gripped it conventionally and saw some putts go in and just felt like the stroke and the movement was nice. And, you know, it's always a little nerve-wracking when you pull it out in a tournament, but it's not like I haven't putted like that before. You know, it's just been a while.
Why the change back to the conventional putting grip? You worked with Claw all summer. What made you feel better about the old grip?
Sometimes you just, you know, go down one path and you don't get that feel that, you know, you necessarily want. And just randomly out of the blue, tried conventional just for a day out when I was practicing at Summit and felt good. Didn't really make much, but felt good at least. And that's the biggest thing is like confidence, right? Do you feel confident over your putts? And, you know, it's felt good, and hopefully we continue that, you know, over the next couple weeks.
Was there a reason to kind of switch back to the left to right shot and going away from the draw? Just wasn't seeing the result
well, I mean, I wanted to get back to the left to right shot. You know, having 3 weeks off, you know, you get a full reset, and you really start from the ground up and looking at everything on how the body's moving and what the swing's looking like. And, you know, it wasn't until about a week and a half before Memphis, you know, I had JJ out, and we kind of found some things. So I got my trainers out to Vegas and just kind of got the body in a lot better positions. That's so hard to tell sometimes, but it was nice to just feel the positions that I was used to and see the shot.
What's it like when your eye sees left to right, but the ball's coming out right to left? It's feeling...
Sucks. Sucks. I mean, that was pretty much the past 2.5, 3 months, you know, especially since the U.S. Open. And at the U.S. Open, I had to play the draw, but it was tough because you don't see that all the time. You know, you see a left to right shot, and certain numbers, you see that left to right kind of hold off, cut off 8-iron, for example. And when you don't see that and you have to play a different shot and a different height, it's tough. But thankfully, you know, we've been hitting our shots so far.
Was there a cut you hit today that you thought that was the perfect number, perfect shot, that just, you know, the one that you saw?
I'm very bad at going through my rounds, so no. I really... the par 3, what is it, 15?
Yeah.
That's a tough hole, and exactly perfect little hold-off cut 4-iron, and made birdie.
Do you feel like this might be the most control you felt over your golf ball in a little while?
Yeah, probably all year. Sad to say. But it's a good time to start feeling like that and start feeling a little more confident in your golf game. Yeah, this year, I think ever since the start has kind of been a search, you know. Had COVID December before Century, so kind of just showed up. And, I mean, you've got 100-yard wide fairways. And then, I made the trip overseas, played a couple events on DP World, and, you know, just couldn't find my swing. And ever since that, it's kind of been a search. And it's been nice to see the work I've been putting in, you know, the past couple weeks, to see some shots go my way and see kind of, you know, old Collin golf, I guess.
Has this year been frustrating, seeing how the previous couple of years have gone for you?
Yeah, it absolutely has. You know, I've said it since day one. You know, obviously I want to win, and I want to keep winning, but I want to be consistent, and there just hasn't been any of that this year. And it's frustrating because I know that even in prep it felt good. I just couldn't find what it was, you know, and that's what sucks, because you have this team that trying to figure everything out, and sometimes the answer is just a little deeper, right? And you just got to sit down and spend a little more time trying to figure it out. So thankfully, I think I figured it out, but we'll see.
Assuming this is your first time here, what's your overall impressions of the course so far and going forward through the week?
Yeah, the course is beautiful. I mean, the conditions of this golf course are great. To be honest, I wasn't really sure what to expect scoring-wise. I mean, it seems like Keegan played really well, and there's some scores that are over par, so it's weird. You know, you got to drive it really well, and you get a lot of wedges, but, you know, if you get a little wind switch out here, I think the course can play a lot longer than probably today we had a fairly favorable wind. So we'll see what the rest of the week has to offer.
Thanks, guys.